Hey, it's Sasha Evdokov, and thanks for joining me here at BackstageIncome.com, where I share with you some insight on how money is made behind the scenes in your business and also your life. Now, in this week's episode, what I'd like to do is share with you how to compete within your business and the 5 primary ways that you can compete within your business amongst other businesses that are in your niche or in your industry. Now, it's important to understand how to properly compete within your business. If you're not able to compete, you don't serve a certain advantage for your customer. And there's different ways to go ahead and compete amongst other businesses. And typically, you may have an edge in one or two or a few of these different ways that we'll just be discussing here shortly. But typically you won't be the best at all of these because it's very difficult to maintain the best in all these different categories. But if you know and understand how to properly compete within your business, within your industry, within your niche, you're able to get some sort of leg up amongst the competition. You're able to be ahead in certain areas and structure your business the way that you want to structure it and attain the customers in the way that you want to attain them. Now, these 5 ways that we're going to be discussing, I really got them from Larry Steinmetz. And if you want to learn more about these 5 ways, then you can go ahead and take a look at some of his books and reading material. But to start things off, one of the first ways, and probably the most basic ways to compete, probably the one that you've thought of or it comes to your mind first, is competing based on price. Competing based on price is typically the default thing that we think about as business owners. Just think about it when you go into another country and they're holding up a little knickknack or some little item and they just throw out a price at you, whether that's $5, $2, or they're talking about pesos, or they're talking about the baht in Thailand. Just think about all those things, the numbers that they're throwing around is they're trying to get you based on price. And when we're competing in businesses, if we can lower the price of our product or our service, then all of a sudden we have a slight edge over our competition, and maybe some of the price-sensitive buyers will come and do business with you. Now, this is the typical default or thinking mindset in terms of competition when it comes to business owners. However, it's not typically the best ways to compete because you're always going to get price-sensitive buyers. You're always going to get people that are interested in the lowest price. And when somebody else has a lower price, they will move to a different business owner or a different person, maybe your competitor in your niche or industry, because they're focused on the price. So whoever has the best price, that's who they're going to be going with. And typically, this also slims down your margin. It makes your margin a lot tougher to be able to generate and make that profit. So competing on price is typically not the best situation and not the best scenario, but it is one of the first ways that most business owners think about when it comes to competition. The second way to compete is based on service. Now, when you compete on service, competing on service is really about what you can deliver. If you're out there repairing television sets, but you're also providing a fantastic service, meaning maybe you go ahead and clean your shoes off when you're walking into the door, or you go ahead and wear little booties, or maybe you go ahead and bring a little gift basket of DVDs when you're coming in and repairing television sets. All of a sudden, that service factor becomes much more valuable. It goes and drives up what you're getting for that service. The same thing if you're going to get your hair cut. If they go ahead and throw in some other freebies, or if they go ahead and do a hot towel on your face after you get your hair cut and do a wipe down. Again, that service level drives the price a little bit. That service level gives you an edge. That service level gives you that added value. And when it gives you that added value, it allows you to compete in your business or in your niche against your competitors a lot better. So think of it this way. If you provide a better service than your competitors, if you go the extra mile, whether that's giving the children a treat when they visit your office, whether that's giving people a freebie, snacks, appetizers, making their experience more comfortable when either they're waiting to get their car repaired or they're waiting at the bank, if it makes it more comfortable, then wouldn't you want to go to that place rather than the place that's kind of, you don't feel comfortable, you have to stand, you can't really sit, Of course, you're going to go to the place that has better service if the price and everything else was the same. If you're only talking about service and you're competing against one thing or another, you're going to go to the place that makes you feel better or is going the extra mile to provide that additional added benefit to keep you as a customer. So what does it mean to go ahead and have that additional service? What does it mean when it comes to an added service in your business? Well, it's just really taking that service level, the people connection level, to a deeper level. It's taking it a little bit further. So if you're working at a movie theater and you own the movie theater business where you're showing people movies and they have to go and find their seat, an extra added service would be maybe you're carrying somebody's popcorn or their drinks for them and showing them to their seat specifically. Now, granted, you would need a lot of employees to go ahead and do that, but that's an extra added service that you could go ahead and add. It may be that with every movie ticket, it includes a dinner or it includes a soft drink or something to that effect. It's just doing something above and beyond that most people would not expect by adding an additional service value. The third way to compete is about delivery. Now, the delivery process is one of those areas where you can really shine as a business owner because it's from that point where somebody puts in their credit card number or gives you their money to the point where they actually are receiving the merchandise. This is what actually can make or break your business. So for example, when somebody actually pays you to the point where they actually receive it, if this is the place where you mess things up handling their payment processing, their systems, if something goes wrong and you don't take care of it, that's where things become nerve-wracking because they've already trusted you and they've given you their credit card information, and now you have all their information on file, but you haven't fully delivered. On the other hand, this can really make things shine. If you can really shine in the delivery process, such as giving somebody their merchandise by when they open it up, it's a gift basket included with their tech device or their video camera. You get chocolates, maybe you get some freebie goodies, a USB key, or some other technology, little mini things along with your purchase. So anytime where you can go above and beyond on the delivery process, that'll really make your company shine. So Tiffany does a delivery process based on the little teal boxes that they give away when somebody purchases an engagement ring, jewelry, or some kind of earrings. So they go ahead and have marketed this delivery process as being delivered in this teal or bluish teal, bluish green box. And now everybody knows that, hey, this is Tiffany. It was delivered through Tiffany and Company. So if you can be outstanding in the delivery process, such as you can go ahead and deliver the photographs that you take if you're a photographer in a great DVD, or give them an album and you give them the best prints that you have absolutely free, just as a little sample, as a little handbook. You're giving them maybe a coffee book or just something small that you can afford to give based on their package, based on what they're purchasing. All of a sudden that makes your company shine. It stands out from all the rest of the other companies. Then that's going to boost your customer image from when they're looking to get future products and services from you. The fourth way that you can compete in your business is sales capacity. And sales capacity is really all about salesmanship or marketing. If you can master salesmanship and marketing and really advertise and promote properly and communicate the message to your customers, buyers, or prospects the right way, then you'll have a lead against your competition. Many business owners out there in your niche, in your competition, they don't really know how to properly market to their audience. They don't know how to connect with them. And if you're able to do things just that much better in advertising, if you're able to just get someone on the hook in the sense of communicating what your product can do that's a little bit better than your customers, and even if the product is the same, but you're able to explain it better, you're able to show them how things are going to be better for them by just communicating that salesmanship, by selling to them properly, by showing them how it's going to benefit them, then you win. It's going to give you that edge. It's going to give you that edge over your competition. So building your marketing, building your salesmanship and how to properly sell and how to properly market, if you can continue to grow, continue to educate, because these are all learnable skills These are skills that you can continue to improve on. And if you can just be that much better at it, then it'll allow you to spend less money on advertising because you're able to properly advertise in maybe word of mouth, or you're able to get more referrals through other customers. You're able to just connect with the customer better and give them further upsells or sell them more products that you have. So focus on building your sales capacity within your business, within yourself. And the better that you get at it, the better that you can train your other representatives, other employees, other contractors, and they can do more selling for you as well. Now, this in the end would help increase your conversions. It would help increase you getting more customers, and in the end, help you sell more to your current customers as well. All right, so the final and fifth way to compete is based on quality. And if you can have a higher quality product, it's going to give you an edge over the competition. Now, Apple was able to do this for multiple years with their cell phone because they had a higher quality-based product. And even though it might have been a little bit more expensive, even though the price was a little bit higher, a lot of people out there are willing to pay more for a higher quality product, and they'll be willing to purchase your product if it's higher quality. So you can have the same kind of concept when it comes to selling a wash machine or a dishwashing machine, or the same thing with a dryer or a refrigerator. If it's able to stand up to time, then people continue to purchase your brand over their lifetime, over the next 20, 30, 40 years, and continue to purchasing your refrigerators if they're able to last much longer, if the ice maker doesn't break, if you don't constantly need to change the filter in the water system. So the same thing, if you can have a higher base quality product in terms of quality, then more customers are going to be able to switch to you for those people that are interested in a higher quality product. Now, not everybody is going to want a higher quality product. In fact, there's a lot of people that are looking for lower quality products. And you might be wondering, why is that? Why are they looking for a lower quality product? Well, maybe because they just need something to satisfy them at the current time. They just need something to maybe even just to try out, or they have a different situation where they just want something temporary for the time being, and then maybe they'll replace it later for a higher quality good. Same thing when it comes to purchasing video cameras. Not everybody wants the best of the best, or a $20,000 or $50,000 video camera or a photo camera. Maybe somebody wants a $500 video camera that's something mid-range, that can do something average. And some people just want something simple and quick that they can throw around in their car, in their pocket, take it to the beach, and they don't want to worry about it if it breaks. So they want something maybe subpar, lower quality, which typically goes along with the price factor. So it's lower quality, it's cheaper, the price goes along with it. So all of these things, if you haven't noticed, they work together. So typically in a business, you can go ahead and win out one or two or three of these at any given point. So you might have a lower price, and you might also have great service. And that way it allows you to win above the competition because, hey, you have great prices and you're delivering a fantastic service. So why wouldn't I go and eat at your restaurant? Or maybe you have a great price and higher quality food at your restaurant. So why not? Why wouldn't I go and eat at your restaurant? But it becomes very difficult to really compete in all areas, and that is just because of the cost of doing business, and also your image, the way that people associate you in their mind. So it becomes difficult to have low prices but a high quality product, and then you're also delivering the best of the best. So it's like having a really, really cheap Ferrari. Typically Ferraris in the mindset are very premium, very expensive. Or the same thing when it comes to a really high-grade stainless steel quality refrigerator. Typically, you're not going to get that at a very cheap price. If you do, there's probably something wrong with the refrigerator. So again, these things kind of work on a sliding scale. So if you have one that's very high grade, then the others are usually less grade. Think about it this way. If you had 100 points to allocate, let's just say you had 100 points or 100 cents to allocate into all of these. If you're allocating, let's say 50 or 70 points on price and you want to have the lowest price, then you're going to compete in all these other factors. You're not going to be doing as well. You're going to compete on price and that you're always going to win out the price customer, but you won't win out the person that wants great service, or you won't win out the person that wants great delivery, or somebody that just needs a little more explaining on the sales capacity, or a high quality product. On the flip side, if you have a fantastic 80% top of the line quality product and you allocate 80 points to quality, then maybe 10 points or 5 points on a few of these other things, and your pricing is just horrible. You're really high end, so your prices are really high, but the quality is really good. So you might get the people who are really, really interested in high quality products, but you may only get 5 or 10 customers. But that's okay, because your price is just high and it's able to cover everything else. So again, it really just depends on what kind of customer you can cater to, but it's very difficult, very tough to win on the quality scale, to also win on sales capacity, delivery, service, and have the lowest price. It's just tough to do, to compete in all aspects. But if you can find 1 or 2 areas that you can excel at, then that's where you can drive the customer. That's where you can drive those target customers that you are seeking. Thanks for watching this video and for joining me in this video lesson. If you enjoyed this video lesson, you want to see more video lessons like this one, then just go ahead and click the link right over here. When you get there, you can take a look at my website at backstageincome.com, or when you're on that website, go ahead and enter your name and email address to get signed up to some of the webinars that I host, along with some of the products that I have coming out and some in-depth business training materials. Now, if you want to take a look at some of the products I already have available on business trainings and how you can evolve your business, then just click one of the links right below this video. And when you click that link, then you'll be taken to my products page. Thanks again for joining me. I'm Sasha Evdokov, and remember to do what you love, contribute to others, but most importantly, live life abundantly. I'll see you next time.